I'm here with Catawba Alumni Jerry Sands, graduated from Catawba, or drafted out of Catawba. It hasn't graduated yet, but out of your junior season in 2008, you got picked up in the 25th round by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Since then, you've been in the minor leagues, spent 4 years with the Dodgers, 1 year with Pittsburgh, and then now picked up with Tampa Bay. Can you kind of give us a recap of what it's like to go through drafting out your junior year to where you are today?
Yeah, it's been a long process. I mean, 2008 had a lot of teams talking to me. Did a few pre-draft workouts. Then I ended up getting drafted 25th round. I wasn't sure if I was going to sign or not. Ended up there wasn't a whole lot more for me to do at Catawba. I had three pretty good years there, so I just decided to go ahead and go into professional baseball. Then I get drafted with the Dodgers. I have a couple good years there. I actually make it to the big leagues with them, and get traded in a big trade. I actually got traded to Boston. Was with Boston for about 2 months. Then I got traded to Pittsburgh. I played with them all last year, and then didn't work out with them, obviously. And then got what's called designated. I got taken off their 40-man. Tampa Bay picked me up, and I'm actually with Tampa Bay off their 40-man. They outrighted me now, but I'm happy to be where I am. It's been a fun, long journey so far.
Yeah, and just to kind of go back, for those that may not have followed it up the whole way,
Right.
I know you were also named minor league player of the year in the Dodgers organization. I believe that was 2012?
2010, yeah.
2000, okay. And then, so you got to be named that and then called up to the Dodgers, and your first game, I know you got a hit down the right field line. I remember seeing about that. How was that experience of getting the award in the minor leagues and then coming up and playing in the pros?
It was awesome. There was a lot of good players in the minor leagues at the time. So to be honored as the top position player, it's pretty special for me. That was in 2010. And then 2011, I went into big league camp, and then 10 games into the AAA season, I got called up and played in the big leagues. So you get to the big leagues, something you've been working for your whole life, and then I'm facing a guy like Tim Hudson, my first at bat, hit a double down the right field line. It was really cool. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna remember it forever. Something I can tell my kids and grandkids. So it was fun.
I know as Catawba people sitting at home watching on TV, the funniest thing that we heard is almost immediately the crowd starts cheering Jerry. And going back to Catawba days, you hear the little kids that would come to the games, they were cheering, and then hear a whole major league stadium do it. I mean, that's got to be goosebump type moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it was awesome. I know in A-ball they had a little promo they started doing on the scoreboard with the Jerry chant and stuff like that. And then I get to Dodger Stadium. It's a little bit different when you have Dodger Stadium chanting it. So in the outfield, and then when I get the hit and stuff, I started chanting. It'll come every once in a while in the minor leagues and the years pass. But Dodger Stadium was pretty special.
Now, kind of moving forward with the trades to Boston, you thought you were going to go there for a little bit. 2 months later, got traded over in another deal to Pittsburgh. You know, all of that kind of was a whirlwind. You kind of looked like you were settling in at LA, and then got switched out. How was that kind of feeling on you and your family?
I mean, I know it's a business. Obviously, it's tough because all I knew was really the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. I had a lot of friends that I had built in the 4 years I was there. So, I mean, I knew it was obviously a business decision. So there's obviously no hard feelings. I was excited to go join the Boston Red Sox and what obviously their storied franchise had to offer too. So. Then obviously 2 months later, boom, you're off to Pittsburgh. So it was definitely a weird off season for me, just because I didn't know how it was going to be. Having to obviously learn a new organization, learn new coaches, new team in general, and then all the new players. So to be traded twice, it was kind of crazy. Obviously, I was only there for 2 months in the off season, so I didn't really know a whole lot of people in the Boston organization, but. No, it was one of those crazy ones, and obviously the 2 moves this offseason was crazy too.
Yeah, and last year, you've had really solid numbers, and then last year was definitely a dip. It wasn't anything atrocious or anything, but it's just below your average. What kind of mindset were you in, or was there something that kind of affected that?
Yeah. I think it was a little bit of everything. I think it was obviously a mental. I think my swing had some flaws in it, but I think mainly it was a mental year that I just kind of got down in a rut, and I started thinking something was wrong with my swing. And then when I think something's wrong with my swing, try and change some things. And then I just kind of dug myself a hole and couldn't get out of it. And then towards the end of the year, I ended up getting hurt about halfway through. Towards the end of the year, I was kind of struggling for playing time with me being hurt, and then with just not performing. So it was just one of those years that I obviously I learned a lot from it. Just being able to stay strong mentally is gonna help me in the future. But obviously, I want to try and forget it just because I had such a bad year. So I just went to Puerto Rico this offseason and swung the bat some more and worked on some things, and came to spring, and I felt real good so far.
Yeah, I saw online you were in the Clemente camp, and then got picked up by Tampa Bay, and your numbers are back up. And actually, looking at them, they're currently some of your highest ever.
Right.
Currently batting after last night's game, 316 average, doing a lot better. Other than just the transition and kind of settling down, is there something that changed that is bringing your swing back?
No, I think, like I said, just a mental, just kind of that confidence of going up there and not being afraid to swing at some pitches, and because I know maybe if I get 2 strikes on me, I can battle and either work a walk or work a hit or something like that. So last year it was more like trying to get my pitch early and then swinging at pretty much everything, just because I knew I was in such a bad place that if I got to 2 strikes, it was over for me. So just that confidence, and that really is what I wanted to do when I went to Puerto Rico, is get that confidence back. I didn't really care my results, or if I struck out a lot, or if I hit 100 home runs. I didn't really care. I just wanted to get back, swinging the bat, and being confident and putting the ball in play, and then knowing what I'm capable of doing.
Yeah, well, this year it's kind of been a lot of changes for you, even in the personal side. I know you've got a little one coming along.
Right.
As you said, a baby boy coming.
Baby boy, yeah.
What are you gonna name him?
We're probably gonna name him Eli Matthew. As of right now, that's what our top pick is. She's 24 weeks yesterday, so 6 months pregnant. So August 4th is the tentative due date right now. So we're pretty excited about it, and looking forward to it.
How is getting that nursery ready while still being on the road and traveling around? How's that affect you?
Yeah, well, it's been a big blessing this year, actually being able to play in Durham, just because I'm 40 minutes from home. So her being there, and then me being able to kind of help some things around the house, and like I said, get the nursery ready. I put a crib together a few weeks ago, and just different things. It's been a blessing to be able to stay at home and kind of handle some of those things instead of having to be somewhere else and her kind of doing it and me having to worry about it. So it's been fun, and we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and there's always those blessings in disguise with being in the Durham organization right now. Last night I had the opportunity to be at the game, and noticed in the top of the ninth, the hecklers on the home run porch really went after you. How is it with them just taunting and yelling and stuff like that, being able to do that in a game situation versus a packed crowd where they kind of drown themselves out?
Yeah, I mean they were full 9. They were up there yelling at me. So I mean they like to have their fun. I guess that's their way of living. I don't know. I don't get to go to their job and yell at them, but no, it's just something people enjoy coming and yelling at people. So you just kind of got to drown it out, like you said, and just don't let it affect you.
Yeah, well, the great thing is you ended up getting a single in the ninth and moving the runners on. You guys ended up winning 6-0 last night, so that's always good. Being a Catawba a Catawba alumni, I apologize if I'm saying that.
Eventually, hopefully.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely get you back there.
Yeah.
And being a Catawba alumni going through there, what are some of the memories that you tend to carry on with you from the school?
I mean, obviously, more of a memory. Just I grew up a lot at that place. I mean, coming out of high school, you think you know it all kind of thing. And you go there and you're on your own for the first time, and you kind of have to grow up into a man. And then obviously I had to prepare myself for actually going on myself some more, going into pro ball. So, but just kind of the dorms were fun. I mean, I grew a lot of friendships out of there. The teams were awesome. We had some pretty good teams. We won some championships down there. The regionals, when we got to go down to Tampa, Florida, and play down there. Those are some good memories of just the battles of the teams that we had down there. So, like I said, there's so many from just the relationships that you make in the dorms with just non-baseball players, and then the guys that you make on the field. Then just hanging out on a daily basis for football games and stuff, and going eating at different places, getting getting college barbecue and different things, and then going and enjoying football games, standing in the end zone. So it was a good experience. Obviously, a lot of the coaches are still there, so I can still go back up there and see them. There's a few guys that live still around there, so I enjoyed my 3 years there. Hopefully, I can get back and eventually be technically a Catawba graduate and alumni. But no, I enjoyed my 3 years there.
Man, that's awesome. And you were talking about the success of the program and
Right.
the coaches. Your team, especially 2007, was just power hitters all across
Right.
the board. Great teams, and then to see the team in 2012, after your time, be able to go to the World Series. I didn't know if you got a chance to follow that, or
Yeah,
what your
absolutely.
kind of thoughts were for Coach Gannon and his team to get that far.
Yeah, no, I mean we had some really powerhouse teams when I was there, and then I kind of went back and forth for a few off seasons, so I kind of got to see some of the younger guys that were on that 2012 team that got to the World Series. Kind of got to see them develop a little bit. So no, I followed them. I mean it's just a testament to what Coach Ganton's doing up there. I mean he brought in some teams a while back that we kind of had that little tougher regional, and I think we could have made it to the World Series if we had not had been in Tampa's regional. But like I said, they're still getting players in there. They're still teaching them how to be winners and how to get to that next level. And the guys are buying in, and obviously they're winning a lot of ball games. So it's great that there's still the tradition of winning still living in there. And obviously Coach Gant's not really going to take anything less, I don't think so.
Well, one last question, kind of on the fun side. There's a lot of buzz about the condition of the stadium, the bleachers getting old, and getting a facelift or a
Right.
remodel. Any chance of you buying the naming rights to the stadium to call it the Sandlot? You know.
The Sand, yeah, no, I mean, obviously my minor league condition right now, I don't believe I can afford it. But no, there's been, I was about to say, years and years. I know they've had a talk about trying to keep it original, but trying to give it a little facelift and redo some things. But obviously, I think it needs to keep that old school look. But obviously, I'm sure there'll be some things that they could probably put some money into. But no, it's one of those stadiums that you look at and you make sure that it keeps its kind of its old rustic look, but you'd like to get some things done in there. So.
And I did kind of lie. The final question: how does it feel being one of two Catawba players to have your number forever on that outfield wall, having your jersey retired?
It's an honor when I got to do it. I think 2 off seasons ago. It was special to me. I mean, I know David Thomas really well, and I know he put 4 good years into Catawba, and for me going 3 years and to make it to the big leagues and then having my number not going to be worn again, it's pretty special. I mean, I can go back there and, like I said, I can take my kids back there and show them that's my number. So it's pretty cool that it's kind of been distinguished that I'm the only one that's the last one. Actually, I'm not the last one because got an award after me, but number 20 is not going to be worn again. So it's pretty cool. It's definitely an honor.
Well, definitely, we appreciate all your time that you had at Catawba. We wish you the best both on the field and off the field with your little one coming along. Tonight, you've got the Charlotte Knights again here at their new stadium. So we wish you the best both tonight and the rest of the season.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.